Podcast conversation, Bikesh and Anita daily life, dreams and learning English. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Spoken English Without Fear. The podcast where we talk like friends and help you improve your English, communication skills, and confidence in real life. In your host, Bikesh, and with me today is my good friend Anita.
Hi everyone, we're so happy you're here. In today's episode, we're continuing our conversation from last time, where we started talking about confidence, making friends, and speaking without hesitation. Today, we'll go even deeper into how small conversations can create big opportunities in life.
That's right. Think of this episode like sitting down with two friends for a relaxed, meaningful chat, the kind of talk that leaves you motivated and ready to start conversations with anyone. So, Anita, shall we jump in?
Absolutely. Bikesh, let's do it.
Hi, Anita. Good morning. I hope you had a great sleep last night. You look fresh and full of energy today. Did you have a good rest?
Good morning, Bikesh. Yes, I did. I slept like a baby and I think the cool weather helped. How about you? Did you manage to get enough sleep or were you up late again working on your videos?
You know me. Anita ended up staying up late again. I was editing my latest English learning video until midnight. But honestly, I feel excited because I think it's going to help a lot of people.
That's amazing. I'm glad you're passionate about teaching English. I think when we truly enjoy something, even staying up late feels worth it. But do you ever feel tired in the morning after working so hard?
Sometimes, yes, but I tell myself that it's a small price to pay for building something meaningful. Plus, talking to people and helping them improve their English is my motivation. Speaking of which, I have a new idea for our next podcast.
Oh, really? What's the idea? You always come up with interesting topics. I'm curious to know what you have in mind this time.
I was thinking we could have a casual conversation about daily life, but in a way that teaches people natural English phrases. You know, something like learning by listening.
I love that idea. Many people learn better when they hear natural conversations. It's like they're sitting with us and picking up words and expressions without even realizing it.
Exactly, and we can talk about real-life topics like our morning routines, future dreams, or even funny experiences. That way, it feels natural and relatable.
So, let's start right now. Tell me, Bikesh, what's your morning routine like these days? I know you used to be a night owl, but has that changed?
Not really. I still wake up around 7:30 or 8:00. First thing, I drink a big glass of water. Then I check my messages and plan my tasks for the day. After that, I usually have a cup of tea while listening to an English podcast.
Oh, so you're not just teaching English, you're still learning too? That's great because it shows that even teachers keep improving. I think many people believe once you know English, you stop learning.
Yee, that's a common misconception. Learning never stops. Even native speakers discover new words or expressions every day. I try to remind my viewers of that in my videos.
True, Bikesh. And I think that's why your videos are so relatable. You speak from experience. By the way, do you still write down new words you hear?
Absolutely, Bikesh. I have a small notebook just for vocabulary. Every time I hear an interesting phrase, I write it down and try to use it in conversation within a day or two. That really helps me remember.
That's such a useful tip. I think people who are listening to us right now should try that. It's simple. but it works like magic.
Yes, and it's something anyone can do, no matter their level of English.
Even if you only learn one new phrase a day, by the end of the year, you'll know 365 new phrases. That's powerful when you think about it. Small steps every day can lead to big results over time. It's the same with any skill, not just English.
Exactly. So, Anita, what's your learning routine like? You've been improving your English a lot lately.
Well, I watch a lot of English shows and movies, but I always turn on the subtitles at first. Then, once I get comfortable, I watch without subtitles to test my listening.
That's a smart strategy. Many learners think watching without subtitles from the start is better, but it can be frustrating. Starting with subtitles helps you understand context.
Yes, Bikesh, and I also try to repeat sentences I hear. For example, if a character says, "That's unbelievable," I pause and say it out loud with the same emotion. It's like copying their pronunciation and tone.
That's called shadowing. It's one of the most effective speaking practices, especially for improving fluency and accent.
Right, I didn't know it had a name until you told me. Speaking of which, do you think accent is important for English learners?
I think clarity is more important than accent. As long as people understand you, that's what really matters. Of course, if someone wants to sound more native-like, that's fine too, but it's not a must.
I agree. I've met people with strong accents who speak excellent English. Confidence is the real key.
Absolutely. And confidence comes from practice, lots of it. Even making mistakes is part of the journey.
You know, Bikesh, I used to be so afraid of making mistakes that I would avoid speaking English altogether. But now I realize mistakes are how we grow.
That's the spirit. If you never make mistakes, it means you're not pushing yourself enough. In fact, every fluent speaker has a long history of mistakes.
True. And I think that's a message our listeners should remember. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Embrace them.
Exactly. And before we wrap up today's talk, I want to remind everyone listening, if you enjoy these conversations and want to keep improving your English with us, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends.
Yes, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our new episodes. We love having you with us on this learning journey.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep practicing, stay positive, and remember your English will get better every single day if you keep going.
See you next time, friends. Do you remember when we first met at that small community event? It feels like so many years ago, but actually, it's only been, 3 years?
Yes, Anita, I remember it very clearly. You were standing near the coffee table, looking a bit lost, and I came over to ask if you needed any help. It's funny how such small moments can lead to such strong friendships.
Absolutely. Sometimes I think about how many opportunities we miss simply because we hesitate to start a conversation. That day, if you hadn't approached me, we might never have become friends.
True. And that's one of the things I always remind myself. People often wait for others to make the first move. But sometimes you have to take the initiative. You never know where a simple hello might lead.
I agree. In fact, that's exactly how I made my closest work friends. I remember feeling nervous at my first job, but I forced myself to smile, ask people about their day, and slowly those small talks became real conversations.
That's a great point. I think confidence in speaking to others comes from practice. It's not something that just appears overnight. You have to build it like a muscle.
Yes, and the more you do it, the more natural it feels. I used to rehearse what I was going to say before walking into a meeting, but now I can just speak freely because I trust myself.
Speaking freely is a skill, Anita. It's about believing that your ideas are valuable. Once you understand that, you stop worrying so much about making mistakes.
And when you stop worrying, people can feel that energy. It makes you more approachable and easier to connect with.
Exactly, Anita. You know, when I first started working as a shift lead, I was nervous about addressing a group. But I realized that if I focused on making the team feel comfortable, my own nerves would fade away.
That's such a good approach. Instead of focusing on ourselves, we focus on the other person or the audience. It changes everything.
And that's also the beauty of conversations like this, Anita. We're not just talking, we're sharing experiences, which is exactly what helps people grow in confidence.
Absolutely. And I think people listening to us right now should know that these skills can be learned by anyone. It's not about being naturally gifted. It's about being willing to practice every single day.
Well said. And before we wrap up, I want to remind everyone listening that if they enjoy these kinds of conversations and want to improve their English and communication skills, they should stay connected with us.
Yes, make sure you subscribe because every week we bring you real life conversations that help you understand natural English speaking patterns.
And not just that, we give you tips to improve your vocabulary, build confidence, and speak without hesitation.
So stay with us, keep practicing, and remember, every conversation you start is an opportunity to learn something new.
That's a perfect note to end on. Until next time, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep growing. Thanks for watching my videos. Let's see another video.